A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return as a coverage unit right on top of him. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And here comes the typically reliable Jordan Faison. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Gonna take a shot. Upstairs he's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission. And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So,
and he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing, Carr. Stepping to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Long way to go on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Gets the back moving. Sets his feet. It's Carr. The sure hands. It's Young. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. On the ground, it's Young. Got the 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Play action, Carr. Got it behind the line. It's Mobley. Maybe a crease. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Here's Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Trying to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Once for the tackle. Strong run. Out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll move the tight end. Joseph on the play action. Unleashes one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Joseph. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down. 2nd and long here. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at... Third and 6 yards to go. Defense in press coverage. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Almost picked off.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeps it himself. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Making the adjustment on the play. Carr. Out wide left, it's Osborne. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't set his feet.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Got rid of it just in time.
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there, trying to be tough. Got hit as he threw the football, forced the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
There he goes. Open it up. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Motion from the back. Quarterback will keep it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 35, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Under pressure. The throw. Finds his target.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Great House and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years to a strength.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football. offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. They'll need a bunch on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throwing Joseph. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Joseph from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Howie, what do you have?
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives them a little more.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Sweet cut there. Fighting off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab, it's Rigby. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Joseph. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. He's looking to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Badgers are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They give it back to him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. As we check in with Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's got it all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. DB's right up on the receivers. Makes one man miss. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got some green grass. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Throwing Joseph. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the... In terms of where he was going with the ball, just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On the run, it's Young. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Kearney. He's going to come up about 5. Short of the line to gain. The Badgers line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and They were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Long way to go on second down.
Booster! Ready, go!
Here's Carr to throw. Look out! Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's dropped after taking the hit. Second and long here. Hand off from the shotgun. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Just smothered on the play.
And he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. What happens here in the second drive?
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Joseph. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From deep, it's Mobley. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He's changing the play. Handoff again. Makes his man miss. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Carr on play action. Fires to the right. Gets a hand in there.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to swap transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Carr. Caught. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Dumps it to the back. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. C.J. Carr firing again. Out wide left, it's Flanagan. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They want to run this quarterback. They knock him down right there. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing Joseph. Setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Quick give. It's Flanagan. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to go up top on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On the ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Cuts it upfield. It's Mobley. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And that is no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Joseph. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Brooks. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Drops back on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up. Down decision. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. And that mountain is still 20 points high.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback changing the play. Gets the back moving. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. All over him immediately. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Motion from the back. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, runs through a tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Looking for a big gain. Goes high to pull it in. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Throwing Joseph. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! The short hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Holds on. It's Mobley.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half.
Snags it, and he's open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That gets them back to within 10. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. All week we heard about the two quarterbacks in this game. Turns out the secondaries have really neutralized those dudes. Ball hawks who've been physical and really put their stamp on that first half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it, looking for a first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Quick give. Got an alley. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. First play of this drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here.
One of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill fast.
From the gun, it's Danzy. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Only in the hops. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run him again. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Searching for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing. Carr. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They go play action with Joseph. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had... But they finally get to him on that run. They don't need a bunch on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. The running back has it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's his fourth interception of the night. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Here's Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Flanagan. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Carr above the noise. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this team's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, Carr. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Hand it to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Left side is Kearney. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Oh, the attempt is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
This offense has it with really good field position. Joseph. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. 1st down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide left, it's Brooks. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Calls his own number. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Carr. He fires one deep down the right side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael...
Change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Throwing. Carr. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They got it. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's Coleman. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Badgers will punt this one away. Trying to take it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting after the quarterback in control of that line of scrimmage. Guys just ran over the sideline after that last sack and said, they can't hold us. Let's see if they continue to assert their dominance.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Hilton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's got it. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had. Well, short, it'll be 4th and 5. The Badgers decide to punt it away. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Making the adjustment. 2nd down to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Using his feet. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the order and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Irish will open the 4th with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Trying to establish the run. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Joseph. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team. It again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. He's dropped.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He uncorks one deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point cushion.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful...
Continues to fight for yards. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Joseph. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. These DBs going to give a little cushion. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Joseph throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Again, it's Joseph. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Shakes off the defender. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. Scooped it. Scored it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
Guess they worked the math on the sideline, trying to make it a 25-point lead with the 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Joseph. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, you usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He lets it fly. He's got it way down the field. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Long way to go on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. The give is to Williams. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. They've only converted one time in 3 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. Carr to throw for it on fourth. They're all over him. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
This is so... See Palmer do. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Joseph. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
They make the stop inside the 25. Closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on first down. Gets open down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for running room. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Throwing Joseph. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Out wide left, it's Brooks. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. 2nd and long here. Takes off. He's past the sticks. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw on 1st. Lucky to get it off.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Play action, C.J. Carr. He'll get rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The ride. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fake to the back. Wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up. And now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Down 2 scores in the fourth, the defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Joseph unloads to the wideout. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Keeps it himself. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Badger! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll run it. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Churns into the pile. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Gets the back moving. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Irish send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Working the ground game. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground. He's got it again. Got it on grass. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Kearney. Inside the 40. He smashes his way through again. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And he falls on his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Push is ahead. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just got rid of that one.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught. Nice move there. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to do a better job at communicating. That guy was just way too wide open. In a 2-minute situation, you have got to make it way more difficult on the quarterback.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on third. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Accessibility tab menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Today, we have two of college football's most powerful teams as we are set for a top 5 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year. You can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's got the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. You want Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Trying to make one miss. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Well, I know there are a lot of schools every year that try to make the claim that they are DBU, but when you look at this team and this defense, David, each and every year, the talent is just outrageous, and this might be the actual DBU. Guys that can run, they've got length, man coverage zone, whatever you want, these guys have.
Yeah, it's really nice to coach, be a defensive coordinator, be a secondary coach, when you got guys that look like that. I mean, they don't look human, right? Like the length, the speed, the change of direction. So obviously they get those top-tier guys, and there's just something about the way they play at this spot that makes them look even better.
Release to the back. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Here's Carr to throw. Spits it out to the back. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Moves the pocket. It's Sayin. Right side, it's Jackson. Oh, he got loose. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Put 6 on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Trying to get the corner. The pitch. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's changing the play. Motion from the back. They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Drives inside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Out wide right, it's James.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He'll take it himself. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. It just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He unleashes a long one. Got it down the field. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Irish! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for the edge. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Throw it, say it, rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to got really good hands, already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This is a designed run. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Quarterback changing the play. Throwing. Carr. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Running inside. It's Young. Enough to move the chains. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. A run for the quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll need a bunch on second down. Selling the fake. Out wide left, it's Washington. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There's some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And on 3rd and short right there, man, there's no bones about it. Like, you could tell this offense was going to run the football, try to be physical. They do, and they get their running back downhill, and he makes the play. Now sets them up in 1st and goal. And up here, guys, I would expect more of the same. Try to dominate the line of scrimmage, be physical, and run that ball in for 6.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Fights off the defender.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got the first down. All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 77-yard touchdown run.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his man, it's James. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Line gets set, first down. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say, we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You know they're going to have playmakers at the skill spots. But C.J. Carr, he's going to be the key for them this season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air again, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Hard running there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keep running. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Run the gun on 3rd down, say it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here. But I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch. He advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up. But now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Gets the back moving. Motion from the wideout. Sayin. Got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sayin back to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Lost to throw again. It's incomplete. He was shooting for Right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back plays?
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. 4th down, say it. Under pressure. Breaks loose. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the back. Carr. Look out. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Turns it upfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Say it. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Powers through the defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down after a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Now on the move. He breaks the tackle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Zayn on the play action. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sells to fake. On the run, fires downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pulls it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it. He'll keep it on second down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Changing the routes with his receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sends it back in motion. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Great place to start for this offense. Corner's going to give them room. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Keeps it himself. He'll try to get to the marker himself. To the back. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. All the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're all over him. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
Number 96,
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instant.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Carr. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Turns upfield. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and long here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Throwing, say it. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback will keep it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right, David, and it's got to be frustrating for the defense because they knew with his running ability he was going to get his touches, and they knew they had to be able to slow him down from running the football, but they haven't been able to do that. When you've got speed like this guy has, and you can throw it the way he does, he just causes so many problems for you as a defensive coordinator. This guy is going to be a problem for any defense that faces him this season.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll send the back in motion. Making the adjustment. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Gets the back moving. A designed run for the quarterback. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The give on the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's complete on the right side. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it himself. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Sayin to throw. Lets it fly. In traffic, it's Parker. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Here comes the 2-point try.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important,